is Anderson Pence Podcast, episode 343 for Thursday, April 16th, 2020. This is Grizzly Adams.
Just about. I can't wait to cut your hair this week. This is Lisa.
So,
was that the joke? Please
no,
let that be the joke.
but, as long as we're talking about Grizzly Adams, what do you call?
Dan Haggerty.
Dan Haggerty. I don't know.
Is the name of the actor.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know that. What do you call a bear that pushes three other bears into the swimming pool?
Pushy.
The dry bear. All right. Okay, so maybe not my best one, but
none of them are.
Anyway, welcome.
Welcome. We need to do something right away.
What's that? Oh, yes, we do. Absolutely. Today, April 16th, is the anniversary.
That's what we call it.
6-year anniversary for Dave at the store.
Wow, our store manager, Dave, 6 years.
Cheers.
Couldn't do it without him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Dave's fantastic.
So.
Do you remember the meeting we had?
I do. I was nervous. I still have the notes from the meeting.
Pitching.
Yep.
Here's what.
How many sales per week we were getting.
Yeah, that
whatever.
was fun. That's
so
cute.
Anyway, thank you, Dave. And Dave was one of our first customers and our first employee, and he's still hanging in there. So.
Love you, Dave.
Anyway. So.
All right.
Curidas. We should talk about this right away. Curidas came in last week.
Sort of.
Sort of. Part of our Curidas order came in.
So the Curidas has been kind of a oddly launched cool new pen. First supposed to arrive in February, then that got shifted to March. Then it finally arrived just last week. Mm-hmm. And yes, most of the rest of the world got theirs
in
months
January,
ago.
Yeah.
But the U.S. shipment, for whatever reason, has been delayed. And then it finally arrived with no extra fine nibs.
At all. None. There were none in the United States.
None were received at all. So anyone who pre-ordered or is looking for an extra fine,
we're still waiting.
We're still waiting, and we have no.
Yeah,
timeline.
they're hoping by the end of May, into June, but we don't know. Could be sooner.
No clue. They are cool.
Yeah. I didn't bring one in, but we had one. Dave and I were playing with it at the store yesterday, and
never a good sign.
We'll have to do a little video. There are some definitely a few things that you should and shouldn't do, and how to fill it. We've had some people who are, because it's complicated. It reminds me a lot of like the snorkel, because the snorkel's got all these steps, and you got to do this.
Engineered.
Yeah. So this, I don't know what the technical term is, but it has all these little like ratcheted things to get the nib unit out. You push in and twist and then pull out, and then that nib unit comes out, and then you do the same thing to release the cover over the top of it so you can put the cartridge on. So there's a couple of tricks with that we've discovered.
We had a customer who emailed who thought that he had done something wrong and he just hadn't been able to put the cartridge in
all the way. And actually it looks like it doesn't go on as far as it should, but it goes on and it fits solid, and then you put it actually sticks out the back of the, whatever that piece is called, the shroud, the sleeve. Shroud. We'll call it the shroud.
That's
but
cool.
It sticks out the back, so we'll touch that up in a video when we get to doing that. So, okay. But neat pen. But they didn't ship us our full order, so we got most everybody's orders out. Except for like I think maybe 5.
Okay.
5 went
Anybody
out.
Obviously with an extra fine.
And anybody with an extra fine. So, neat pen. I think for the money, it's right where it needs to be.
Cool.
So, I like it. I'll probably get one just for playing around. But cool pen. So,
we've been working on. I'm gonna mix this up.
You're gonna mix it up?
I am. Working on cleaning the basement and the garage and trying to make the most of our quarantine. We've got on our notes that it's week 14. It just feels like 14 weeks.
43?
I can't believe I've actually been back for a month.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
See this gray right here?
Yeah. all of a sudden I'm cleaning, I'm organizing, I'm moving things around. Brian's like freaking out a little
go for a
bit.
drive or something. I don't know. When she starts cleaning, you got to run. You just got to, you find something.
I'm a stress cleaner. And so, of
Find
course,
something technical, like grab a hammer and go out in the garage. And
like a lot of people, this is, I'm out of my element. I'm not going to work. I'm not, so I'm trying to keep busy. So I cleaned the basement, which is where we have Brian's repair bench. I didn't touch anything.
we have a rule, don't touch my stuff. And that works fine, but
But it's enabled us to get to some of the restored and unrestored pens that we've been putting on eBay and clearing out some of this. We've got some consignment stuff. We've got a lot of our own stuff. And so Brian has been working really hard on listing a lot of things on eBay.
Well, since you moved some of that stuff out,
Yeah.
I discovered stuff that I forgot we had.
Of course.
And actually last night, so we're trying to go to bed, and I wasn't tired, and for a change, and I went downstairs and I said, okay, I'm gonna start organizing. We have some empty boxes. We've got this, that, and the other thing. It was all hidden behind some stuff that you moved, and I was up until about 1 o'clock.
You're welcome.
In the morning organizing. Wait till you see it. You're gonna love it. Everything's
Awesome.
in bins, but so yeah, I've been spending my time doing that, and it's nice to get some of this stuff out. So we've been putting it on eBay.
Yes.
24 we had 24 lots went out last week.
Unrestored, things
Yeah.
that Brian just is never going to get to. And don't worry, we've still got lots and lots and lots,
Yeah, I got
and
another,
lots of vintage that you'll get to.
Yeah, we'll probably have another 30 trays, and a lot of those are lots of 12. The
Right.
previous ones were 10. Lots of 12, some pencils, some ballpoints, but there are some really good fountain pens coming up. Desk pens, boxed pens are going to be probably another week yet once we get all the trays done. But
it's a good opportunity if you're looking into, if you're thinking about keeping yourself busy,
Yeah.
and maybe thinking about some pen repair. That some of them don't need much.
no, there's some really great pens in here. There are great, a lot of great writers. You may have some.
You're not.
No, you know what I mean. For
You're not keeping
the
them?
prices that we're selling them for, I should keep them. I mean, they're crazy. These pens are going for these pens are going for about $15 to $20 max a piece in a lot of 10.
Right.
And so they're really
There's some good values.
Good value there with solid gold nibs, 14 karat big nibs on some of the Schaefers and the Watermans, flexible nibs. You just need to put a sack in. Now, some of them have, they may have some minor issues, some discoloration, or maybe a scratch or a bite mark. Some of them have cracks, and I've tried to notate those, or a name engraved or something. But perfectly good usable pens. I mean, there's really some solid stuff. Oversized flat tops.
But it's a good
great stuff.
opportunity if you're stuck at home looking for something to do. It's still pen related. Maybe you wouldn't get into too much trouble if you buy a couple pens, but then you
I
can
have it on
restore
good
them.
authority. You will not get in trouble if you buy a couple of pens.
Right. So anyway, bunch of eBay stuff, and feel free
It's
to
great. It's been a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah,
lot of
we've
fun to-
rediscovered a lot of things. We actually went through and pulled some stuff out. One is going to be my anniversary pen.
Okay. Yes, I know. It's on my bench.
Okay.
Completely
It's like,
disassembled.
what do you mean, okay? Like, you knew that.
Well, I've got one that I'm gonna pull aside, and you're gonna give it to me for anniversary.
Oh, very cool.
So I guess I have.
Anniversary taken, and I'll
Crap,
be
I got
here
2 weeks. I
for
have
our,
2 weeks.
for our anniversary.
You will.
I know.
I've got 2 weeks to fix that pen.
Cool. All right,
boy.
get on it.
So anyway,
lots.
you can
Check
see
it out.
us on eBay. Anderson Pens is the username, and we've got the regular buy now, but we've got auction lots going up. So
Cool stuff.
more stuff going up this week.
See, I helped with my cleaning.
So let's. You did.
Yeah.
Let's hit a couple of high points this week. We've got a special, call it a quarantine sale or whatever you want to call it. Some old style Schaefer calligraphy sets.
Yes.
So that every year or every 18 months they change the colors.
Yes.
So one year it was yellow, orange, and red, and then the next year it was turquoise, green, and
Yellow,
salmon or something. And this year it's a new set of colors. So and they seem to change the packaging every year. So we have some of the previous years Schaefer calligraphy sets. We've got the fines, the mediums, and the broads, which are really more like, the fine is like a 0.9 stub or 1 millimeter stub. It's
Right.
pretty big.
I like the mini kit where you get one body and then 3 different nibs.
So you get the fine, the medium, and the broad.
Yes,
Yep.
all in one. Those are pretty cool.
And with a bunch of cartridges.
Yeah, yeah. So
And they're super cheap. So we've got
while
them
you're home
30% off.
and looking for things to do to keep yourself busy, play with, try and improve your calligraphy or learn
And
calligraphy.
They're good for kids too.
Absolutely.
But
Keep the
we've
kids
got
busy.
The maxi set the maxi set's got 3 pens, one each fine, medium, broad with all the nibs, and it's got some extra stuff in it. And then the mini kit has 1 pen with 3 nibs
And
then
extra
cartridges. And then we
Correct.
have the singles that have just 1 body, 1 nib, and a couple cartridges. Yeah.
couple cartridges, yeah.
So those are cool. So we've got a bunch of those up.
We also still have the Faber-Castell
Yep.
25% off sale going on.
So and
Great deal.
Yeah,
That includes the bottled ink, all the great pens that we have in stock,
and some of the pencils.
and some of the pencils.
Yep,
Now,
yep.
Faber-Castell is not shipping at the moment. Their distribution center is shut down. So whatever we have
Yep.
is what's available for sale.
It goes through May 1st.
Or until we run out.
Until we run out, yeah. One of the most common questions is, does it include the Hexo? The Hexo is not out. And Faber is actually not shipping right now. The first date they're talking about shipping is May 4th. So
The sale will
the
be
sale
over.
will be over before, and they don't even have it. So,
Right.
So it does not really include the Hexo, but you can't get it anyway. So,
Right.
so we got Schaefer sale, Faber sale.
And then we have a new brand.
We have a new
coming.
brand that's coming. We're actually we should be getting the samples this week. We are going to be carrying Ystudio, which is
Those look cool.
it's kind of a neat looking pen, and there's a few different options: the brass, the resin. So stay tuned for more info on those. Once we get those, we get some pictures up this week. But they look like a substantial, kind of a minimalist design with a brass barrel, and then maybe resin over the top on the resin.
I'm excited to see how they feel in my hand.
Yeah, they seem a little more slender,
I know, I like that.
but
They made them just for me.
they did. The brass one looks really cool. The dark black with the brass showing through.
It's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
Brass is always heavy.
Yeah,
So
it's
it'll
gonna
be
be nice.
interesting to see how they feel in the hand, how they look, what the weight and the girth is. So
we're excited about that, and we're going to carry that ballpoints, rollerballs, sketch pencils, even. And
so few companies make a good sketch pencil. Very cool.
I like the ballpoint's cool. It's got a cool little spring on the cap.
You just publicly said I like the ballpoint.
I'm into
that
ballpoints
hurt?
lately. I looked in my briefcase the other day. I have 4 Retro 51s
Let me take your temperature.
in my briefcase.
Wow, that's different.
Is it different?
Well, since
Maybe I have 5. Oh, I have at least 4. One's a rollerball.
Okay.
I know I have the Eiffel. I have the Tread, and then I have an old set rollerball and ballpoint cap actuated.
Yep.
And then I actually have a John will love this. I have a Pilot MR ballpoint.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I find the ballpoints actually and the rollerballs actually work very well for when we ship and write on the boxes.
Didn't Hugh make a little sign for you one year
he
that
did.
said ballpoint hater?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, great.
Anyway. So keep a lookout for Ystudio. It'll be coming soon. Cool stuff.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Other than that, we are doing what all of you are doing and just,
Not shaving.
that's interesting.
I haven't not shaved since like 2007.
No, since we've been married, you skipped a winter or something. No, you did like a month. It was, if we went back, I could find it in the podcast.
Maybe. I don't think so.
This is this in protest? Is this in in Appleton? They just announced that we don't have to mow our yards in May. So is this like no mow May only on your face?
Yeah.
You're 2 weeks early.
No mow April.
It's soft at least.
I know, right? I think I went through the itchies. Anyway, I'm just not. We don't. I see like 3 people. I see you, Eric, Garrett, 4, and Dave. And that's it. That's all I see. And the mailman maybe, but.
So we're doing what you are. We're hunkering down, staying inside. We are just as stressed and confused as everybody else. Trying to keep the company going through online sales. Trying to stay home and be creative with meals. I think I'm going to put a note on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You are not hungry. You are bored. And I like all the Facebook little memes and posters that says, you know, at the end of this, we're all going to be, you know, 20 pounds heavier, or in really good shape, an alcoholic, because I love all the memes about, you know, it's either coffee time or it's alcohol
wine,
time.
yeah.
But just everybody stay safe. We're just trying to be productive. We had our first fire of the year
We
outside.
did have a first fire there, yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, so we're trying to take advantage of the good weather. And then right after that, it snowed.
It's gone. We make such a big deal about the snow in April. It snows and it's gone. So, anyway, I discovered a pen the last week that I forgot I had. Actually, I found it downstairs in the basement.
Let me stop you right there. This is the story of his life.
This is actually not even a fountain pen, but it's it's cool nonetheless. It's really super cool. You're gonna agree. You're gonna agree how cool this is. She's not. But this is an Esterbrook.
Okay.
Wonderwriter.
Okay.
Demonstrator.
I don't see a demonstrator.
It says demonstrator on it.
Okay.
It says Wonderwriter, demonstrator. It doesn't have to be. It's a demonstrator pen to demonstrate the Wonderwriter felt tip.
Felt tip.
So this is basically the Esterbrook CX100, but with, of course I haven't tried this,
Don't get that all over your jeans. I just did
this actual nib unit here that has the felt tip actually it's threaded like a real
that's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right.
So I found that this week, and I actually don't have it in the collection, so it's going in the case.
Okay.
It's an Esterbrook, old Esterbrook from the
Now,
60s.
last week we were talking about inks we hadn't tried,
Yes.
and so we've been trying to play around with new inks. So you got confused?
Yeah. So last week I thought I had put Konpeki in
Some pen.
my dual fold senior, my Mandarin.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
What was
it was Kujaku actually.
Okay.
So this week I put Konpeki, which I had never used, into one of my Rod and Vanishing Points.
Okay. And?
Lovely color.
Okay.
Lovely. Every time I write with it, I go, oh, that's a lovely turquoise. So yeah, I tried Konpeki this week. I know I'm like 8 years too late.
Yes. Well, you know, it's never too late to try a new ink.
So.
Last week I was playing with Chigurin. This week Brian fixed this really cool pen that I got from a friend of ours.
This was the day she brought down like 8 pens. This one doesn't write. This one's scratchy. This one, the barrel's coming off. This one's got something.
And the Mont Blanc works great now.
I have proof. The Mont Blanc works great.
The barrel always would come off, so you'd unscrew it, and the outer sleeve part of it would come off, but I couldn't get to the cartridge. So I have filled that with...
That's a scarce pen, too. It's a gold overlay on the wood.
Yeah,
the swirl. I forget what the name of the pattern is, but it's really it's
very cool.
It's a nice pen.
French
it's a nice
Parker?
45. Is it French?
I don't think it's French.
I don't think it's French.
I thought it was French.
It's U.S.
No. It's not. All right.
The French Parker I bought you for your anniversary you sold.
Ouch. Anyway, so I'm playing with that with my Parker Penman Sapphire.
You can put Sapphire in there?
I am.
Okay, you should. Yeah, live it up.
There you go.
Anyway, that's what I found this week. I didn't want to tell you about the other ones that actually had nibs. So.
Oh my God.
There were a couple that didn't.
But you know, at home, shop your stash, as we women say with our makeup.
It's great.
See what you've got in your collection. Rotate things out. It's a great opportunity to clean all your pens, give them a good flush, rotate them out, play with something you haven't played with, rediscover an old love.
Yeah, I just to make you feel better, I actually found a couple of pens. Am I an old love?
Well, I've loved you for 10 years now.
I'm looking through the box, and I found a couple of pens that I am gonna restore and put up for sale. But I have a 52 Ripple.
Oh, I love those.
With a nice nib, and another 52 at Black Chase hard rubber.
Nice.
With nice nibs that are all they need is a little polish and in a sack, and so someone can be enjoying those. They don't need to be sitting in my parts bin. So.
Can I get that in writing?
Sure.
Okay.
That one absolutely.
Awesome.
So anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing.
That's it from here.
Shopping the stash and working the repairs.
We, I'm watching the news a lot, which is maybe not healthy, but, we have a lot of people to keep track of. My mom's in Florida, Lindsay's away at school.
I imagine everybody does, right?
Yep. Your mom's away, well, not here local. Keeping track of Chicago. So again, to recap, we are still shipping
Yep. 5 days
from
a
the
week.
online store 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And of course, both stores are physically closed.
We can do curbside pickup if you're a local.
But only if you are local to Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yeah. We had somebody in California yesterday who did a curbside pickup. So, you know, you're going to save that $3.50 shipping on that brass sheet. But I think gas is cheap. So I don't know. But yeah, so we do curbside pickup like between 9:30 and noon, Monday through Friday. So if you're local and you want to select that option, just let us know what day you're going to come and we'll get it ready for you.
And I decided I'm going to learn to crochet.
So next week I'll be wearing a scarf with my full beard.
Everybody gets a scarf. Everybody gets a throw.
So.
Well, you know.
Mittens? You been crocheting me some mittens?
Oh, that's complicated.
Okay.
Although my mom...
Just do me a scarf. I want a scarf.
Okay.
Big, long scarf.
Okay.
So.
All right, there we go. We'll see. So if anybody has any tips or tricks or whatever, please feel free to email me because I haven't done any crocheting or knitting in decades. So I've decided to do crocheting. I think it's quicker.
And you've got some needles coming.
I believe so.
We're going to do a swap or something?
Yeah.
So, good.
There you go.
All right. Well, I think it's probably it. Is there anything else you want to talk about this week? Okay.
No, I have more things to clean.
I'm out of here. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next time for more pen, ink, paper, and Brian's discoveries.
Chit-chat.
Chit-chat. And follow the blog and all that good stuff for news, ink reviews, and...
any kind of updates on what we're doing, or and definitely keep an eye out for the new Ystudio. And then just check us out on social media as Anderson Pen.
All right, very good. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.